This is a video I wish I had seen back in my 20s. And along the way, I've actually made big mistakes. I've actually shared before. I started an ice cream business in my 20s. And that actually blew away my first pot of capital. And one of the main motivating factors because I wanted to build multiple streams of income. I thought F&B is an easy avenue to get started. But without experience, you can't get very far. So carrying on that wisdom, I've actually built 14 streams of income that I have to share with you today. And in this process, if it can give you a mental breakthrough that it's possible to grow your income, or that there are some processes that you can emulate as of today, I would think this is a good sharing already. So without further ado, let's roll in the intro video. Hi guys, welcome back. And today we'll rank the 14 sources of income from the least all the way to the most. And obviously, the one that's giving me the least is actually interest from savings accounts. You do know, right? Savings interests are so low these days. I've actually a previous video that features all the best place you can park your cash. And that's the November edition. So if you like such content, smash on subscribe because I'll be launching frequently an update as to where you can park your cash. Monies in savings accounts, they are really for emergency needs. So the interest coming from there is really not important. I do have a few sources. Besides the amount I have in OCBC, I also have Singlife account, I also have Edica's policy, I also have Singapore Savings Bonds, and I also have SIA retail bonds. So these sources, they all provide meager amounts. I'm not too focused on how much they are. Hopefully, you also don't focus too much on them. It's really for emergency or war cash when it comes to deploying it for investments. And with that ironed out, let's move on to item number 2. Income source number 2 is actually for my ebook sales. Do you know that I've actually written a book before that shared my journey towards building more than $1 million in terms of net worth? That book is actually How to $1 Million. The title is very catchy. It's actually for my intern and I appreciate it. And that book actually documents some of my deepest thoughts in terms of where you can maximize your income, as well as how you can understand the financial landscape, especially in Singapore. If you're a young working adult and keen to learn more, reading a personal journey, look out for the book. I'll leave links below on how you can email me for a copy of it. I'm happy to share something also, that the total proceeds from this ebook sales, I'll be donating everything of it. I'll actually be releasing a video very quickly on how I'll be donating for 2021, and the entire proceeds from the ebook sales I've decided should be channeled towards that. And not only that, I have 2 other sources that will be also funneling towards that donation drive. Income source number 3 is actually a digital investment course that I have created. Now this actually helped on Thinkific, so if you're keen to learn more about investing, do check out the links below. The main reason I created this is because I've grown tired of seeing all these advertisements that probably are sprouting out on your feed also. They overpromise, they kind of tell you that it's a free webinar and stuff, and then they kind of overcharge you subsequently when you go for the main course. Investing requires practice. There is no holy grail to things, and with that I've decided to create one that can potentially help you get a good foundation, and beyond that you have to practice yourself to really master the art. So if you're keen on investing, check out the course below. And from Thinkific's website, I can just show you that I've created $1,076 from digital sales. And in this course, I've actually filmed tutorials that I've never shown before on YouTube itself. They're really deep dives onto how you can actually look at books, because what you see is the end result of my research. The process is actually taught in this course. So again, if you're keen, look for the Thinkific link below, and all proceeds generated from this course will also be donated. Income stream number 4 is Google Ads from my website, The Astute Parent. Now this baby has kind of been neglected because it's in adulthood already. I haven't been updating my blog posts that frequent as in yesteryears, simply because I'm focusing on building a second YouTube channel. This is actually the Josh Chan Show. You can actually check it out also on Spotify. And as time is limited, I have to direct resources to where I think the next frontier of development should be. And I believe the Josh Chan Show podcast could potentially bring me to a bigger audience to create the impact that I'm looking for. So for the Astute Parent website, which I've actually found a lot of joy seeing the revenue growth, I've actually kind of toned down on that. And right now, income streams from advertisements based on that is less than $100 a month already. But some content is evergreen, and if you're good in writing, do always start a website. It's pretty easy and you can earn ad revenue from day one. I've actually been invited to be a speaker on virtual events, and I actually thought it was a pretty fun experience. So moving forward in 2022, I think that is an avenue that I'll be interested to take on more projects. In any case, if you are looking for a speaker that can help reach a big audience and impact them with the right financial information, do check out my links below. Speaking is a good skill to have, and personally I think that it's good for personal development. And maybe for my kids, I do hope that they can do public speaking a lot better than daddy. So that's why I'm looking to learn myself and they can emulate some portions from there. And with that out of the way, let's move on to income stream number 6, which is a new item for 2021. Crypto yield farming interest is income stream number 6. And I actually used the Hoddernaut account. So Hoddernaut is a Singapore-based cryptocurrency platform. This is not an endorsement of their platform, but rather I've actually shared before on my private members channel that I've actually deposited quite substantial amounts into Hoddernaut already for my Ethereum and Bitcoin. So if you are from the younger generation, this is not new, but if you are from the older generation, then you'll be concerned about risk and stuff. And if you're keen to find out more, I'll be updating more in the private members channel, which is actually tied to income stream number 7. Income stream number 7 is YouTube membership. Now that's the privilege of being a YouTuber, correct? We can create within YouTube a members only video content portal. And if you haven't seen it, let me invite you there also. There are 3 tiers that I actually segment to. The first is actually a general fans tier, whereby I'll be sharing cryptocurrency ideas. The middle tier is where I actually be deep diving on stocks if I have things further to share. And that is where I actually have my value momentum matrix fully documented. And last but not least, the highest tier actually holds a bigger mission that I have personally, which is really help in terms of financial literacy in Singapore. I'm keen to help needy students, and that's why I've actually set up a joshtantap bursary. Pretty cool, correct? I think I can make an impact in that direction, and it motivates me because I'm privileged in a lot of ways. I'm grateful for it, and when you have the right perspective, it makes you a happier person, and that's why I've adopted a donation moving forward. I've decided that all proceeds from my YouTube membership will also be funneled towards that donation drive. And if I can start by impacting a few students, I think it's a good step forward already. Moving forward, if I can create talk shows that can educate young adults on a broad basis, I think that's pretty cool, and that's what the Josh Tan Show will be for. If you're keen, look for the YouTube membership below, and I've actually something to share a bit further. If you have an interest, a hobby that you have deep knowledge that you like to share content on, you can actually build memberships on Patreon. This is actually one of my favorite basketball analysts, and he has actually created an entire livelihood on Patreon account. So he actually shares deeper breakdown on NBA players, analysis, game thoughts, game reactions. So it's actually pretty cool. You can link your hobby to a potential income stream. So don't only see in terms of finance, you can be a musician, you can be a sports analyst, and you can actually make monies on Patreon account. Income stream number 8 is general insurance. Now this ties into my core work, and general insurance, if you're not too familiar, there are actually 2 segments. Personal general insurance, which is actually travel, personal accident, this kind of insurance which can be bought on online websites, and also insurance for businesses. And actually the entry barrier for general insurance license is pretty low. All you need is just some exam papers to get your license, but the hard part is to really have the connections with HR or SME owners. I've actually colleagues who are fully focused on commercial insurance, and they have been raking in big amounts, so it's actually doable. It really depends on your network. And if you are keen, maybe I can introduce my firm, Promised Land Independent. So I give a free shout out to my company itself. We are independent brokers, and commercial insurance, I always believe, is something that will not be too impacted by digitalization. Simply because B2B always has that personal touch to things. B2C is always digitalized. So there's a key difference. I think accounts are very sticky in this business segment. Income stream number 9 is actually affiliate sales. Right now, affiliate sales is actually a very common way of making money simply by promoting somebody else's products. It need not be in finance. If you are big in sports, I'm sure there's a whole array of partners that you can work with also. So for myself, I have a few affiliate partnerships with Scythe, Mumu, Tiger, CoinHeckle, Hoddernaut, SingSaver, Etika, among many others. And the simple logic of affiliate sales is when someone uses your referral code, you also stand to get a financial benefit of things. And always, when you pursue this, make sure that it's a product or service that you believe in. Look long term if you are looking to build this avenue of income stream, because anytime you promote something that is not good, you stand to destroy your own brand equity, and people lose trust in that. Now we've gone through many streams of income together, and let me recap a bit for you. Firstly, savings interest. Secondly, ebook sales. Third, course sales. Fourth, website advertisement revenue. Fifth, speaking revenue. 6. Crypto yield farming interest. 7. YouTube membership. 8. General interest. 9. Affiliate sales. And all of these have been pretty good to have, but they're all pretty small amounts. And moving forward, you'll see that amounts are getting bigger already. And that's where income stream number 10 comes in, sponsored deals. If you're a fan of this channel, you do know that I've promoted brands before. And these are brands that I'm proud to partner with. Not only on YouTube, I've also partnered before on my website, The Astute Parent. So that's another thing to note also. When you are a blogger or an influencer, the easier avenue is actually not in Google AdSense, but rather sponsored deals. That is where brands pay you to do a shout out or a full review of it. And once you have that coming, you can actually make a decent livelihood. Income stream number 11, investment dividends. Now, some of my investments are into funds, which are reinvestment mode because I don't need the income stream anyway. But what I'm factoring in is the overall financial assets to give a rough estimate. I've actually a lot of Singapore stocks that pay dividends. I've actually covered before top dividend ideas moving forward. So if you haven't seen it, check out this idea for 2022. And before that, invite you to smash on the subscribe button because I'll be going through my whole net worth. And if you are keen to learn a bit more on how to view your net worth, subscribe and be notified when that video is released. I'll give you full details to help you in your journey. So back to the point of dividends from financial assets. This is actually a very easy income stream to build. You can start with any amount, and in my opinion, is the only true passive income method. And that's in contrary to item number 12. Income stream number 12 is actually my rental income. Why do I say rental income is not passive? Simply because you need to manage a tenant. You need to collect tenant fees, you need to answer questions on damages and property. You need to remarket it when your tenant decides to leave. So it's not really as passive as it seems. And on this channel, I've actually shared before, I'm renting out my HDB flat for $2,000. That tutorial can be seen over here. I'm actually very grateful to have very nice tenants, but the whole process of property investment requires large sums of capital. So if you're a young working adult, then yes, this may not be of immediate reach yet. But if you have certain net worth already, I'm sure you're into your second or third investment property. And property rental income can be a very substantial component to creating income streams. Income stream number 13 is actually from YouTube ads. Now, if you have been a fan, a subscriber of this channel, I'd like to firstly say a big thank you. This journey from 0 subscribers to 25,000 subscribers has been filled with ups and downs. There are times that I doubted whether it would work. There are times where I grudged that I didn't have enough time to spend with my kids. But to grow to this size, I think I'm honored and I'm very thankful for this journey. And without further ado, I'd like to show you some numbers in terms of revenue. This has been the last year. 2 million views and it's generated $26,000 plus. It's taken about 150 videos because I launch 3 a week, and it's taken me quite a lot of effort to get to this stage. But also, without your support, it wouldn't have allowed me to keep moving on, especially when times were hard. And I do promise that I'll continue to make good content for you moving forward to 2022. Income stream number 14 is obviously for my core work as a financial planner. I work with Promised Land Independent, and the reason I started this YouTube was really to find customers, to reach out and to really meet people digitally. I guess I've succeeded somewhat and very thankful for this journey. That's why when a previous question came about, do I intend to become a YouTuber full-time? My answer to that is no, even though I've spent countless hours on YouTube, almost equivalent to a full-time job already, so I'm like doing 2 full-time jobs. I do believe my mission is to be the best financial advisor, to really have the biggest impact that can be seen. Singapore's biggest YouTuber is Tan Jian Hao, not Tan Jian Liang, although we share a very similar name. I want to be the best financial advisor that is in Singapore, through my reach at least, not through the income portion. And using some wisdom from Kobe Bryant, who actually challenged himself to really find out his maximum potential. That's what I'm doing, to see how far I can push. Can I reach each and every Singaporean? Can I reach regional or not? I think that is something that really makes me wake up on time every day. And it's something I hope to be doing at least for the foreseeable years ahead. Doing 2 full-time jobs is not easy. At times, I do think whether I've spend enough time with my kids or not, but I also do enjoy, this journey so far. And happiness is always a journey. Happiness is a process of achieving things and challenging yourself. So with that, hopefully I've given you a good roundup on the 14 income streams I have. Look and see, is there any that you can adopt for yourself or you feel inspired to start. And with that, I'll probably introduce you to one of my previous videos on how I've actually doubled my income. That video ties in with this, and you clearly understand the key dynamics of generating wealth. If you haven't seen that tutorial, inviting you there, and again, inviting you to smash the like button so that we can reach a bigger audience together. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.